你答我一樣嘢啊，你愛唔愛我？
Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Teddy Pendergrass, and this is my review of Triad. Triad, released in 2012, came out shortly before Young and Dangerous Reloaded. But Daniel Chan, the director of Triad, probably didn't care, because he's also the director of Young and Dangerous Reloaded. He didn't care if somebody saw one movie and not the other. They still saw his gangster movie. Some of them probably watched both. I know I did, even though it took me a while to watch Triad, but... William Chan plays William, a bookish young man who finds himself in need of help. Luckily, his friends, Derek and Edward, played by Derek Tong and Edward Choi, have aspirations that are decidedly non-academic. Before he knows it, William is drawn into the life of a young gangster, following local Dilo Patrick, played by Patrick Tam, who's the boss of the Yau Ma Tei wholesale fruit market. This movie is worth watching just for Patrick Tam's performance. He's really good in the role and a lot of fun to watch. Soon enough, William is a rising gang star, making money, getting tattooed, getting in gang fights, and making both friends and enemies. He meets a spoiled rich girl, is there any other kind, named Michelle, played by Michelle Wai. She gets into a confrontation with Sister Irene, played by Irene Wan, who is backed up by the young gangster named Kin, played by Deep M, so that we know he wasn't the first choice when they wrote the script. William, the character, not the intervenes in the conflict between these two women. Minutes later, he and Michelle are sucking face in a Mongkok alley. That's not a euphemism. It's also not a place I'd want to kiss a woman. And there ain't many of those. Michelle, the character, offers him a chance at a normal life. Well, as normal as a kept man can be. What path will he choose? What do you think? This movie isn't called Kept Man or William My Bitch. It's called Triad, and for good reason. An interesting twist at the end of Triad reinforces one of the central themes of Johnny To's Election. In the gangster world, loyalty and honor and brotherhood are spoken of in reverent tones, but when push comes to shove, they're all bullshit. Now let's hope Daniel Chan doesn't make a movie about some old-ass white guy hobbling around Macau. But if he does, I'm available. Triad harkens back to the classic gangster movies of yesteryear. It tells a story we've seen a lot of times before, but with newer and younger faces. The themes, the plot, and even the look are all very familiar. And if it doesn't necessarily do anything new, who cares? It's category 3 thanks to some profanity and gangster stuff. It doesn't suck the China market cock either. Triad was even made the way they used to make these movies. There were 15 shooting days with a minimal crew, and they didn't even use permits. In one scene, 150 guatsai come roaring across Nathan Road, and the only people who knew it was just a movie were the guatsai and the guys with the cameras. Imagine how the police might have felt. I really enjoyed Triad. It's a very generic film, but it's a genre that I like, so I don't mind. It's a lot of fun to watch, there are some good performances, and the story has enough twists that would keep you interested. It's an interesting film. I can definitely recommend this movie, but I also recommend that you don't steal it. I know a really good reason, because the guy that directed this movie is built like a brick shithouse, and he likes to do MMA in his spare time, so if he finds out that you stole his movie, he'll probably break your fucking nose, and you know what? I'm gonna be holding you when he does, so don't steal movies. In the description, as per usual, there are links where you can buy this movie on DVD or Blu-ray. That's what I want you to do. That's what you need to do, so no one breaks your silly little nose. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, go f*** yourself. Leave me a comment. What the hell do I care? If you really enjoy these reviews, I would very much appreciate a subscription.